see, this is the survival kit with the hammock, the canopy, and all the other items here included. And it's not heavy, or it's not much heavier than it was before. And it, like you can see, doesn't add much volume. Now people, this is actually one interesting thing that I want to talk to you. A very interesting feature that this butt pack here has is these Velcro straps here on the back. What they do is they allow me to attach this butt pack to my belt. So if for any reason I think that it's heavy or it's, you know, bothering me here on the shoulder, I simply have to attach it to my belt here, and then I will remove the weight from my shoulders, and I still have the strap to help give some stability here. And of course I could use the paracord here on this strap, because I got a lot of paracord here. I don't know exactly how much I got, but I'll tell you what, I must have more than, I mean easily more than 15 feet of paracord here. Maybe even more than 20 feet of paracord here. So this is what it does. I can carry this survival kit pretty much like a bag, like a side bag, like I'm doing here now, or I can attach it to my belt, to my military belt, and then with the canteen on one side and the survival kit on the other side, my machete and my knife, I'm good to go. I can say that now I have a complete survival kit that will help me with all those important aspects of survival which we have already discussed. Another aspect that Mac and I have been discussing, you know, recently, is about the numbers of items of your survival kit. And seriously, you know, the number of items of your survival kit, it's not as important as the volume and as the weight of your survival kit, at least in my opinion and in Mac's opinion. Why? Because, for example, just consider here, if you ask me, Juliano, how many items do you have in your survival kit? Well, I don't know. I got a lot of items here, I'll tell you that. But I think the right question, or the question I ask when I make my survival kit is, what are the items that I will put here that will help me with those important aspects, but will equally add very little volume and very little weight to my survival kit. This is what I am thinking about. This is what I have never, ever thought about, oh, I'm going to make a 3-piece kit, like a 5-piece kit, a 10-piece kit, 20, 30, I mean... A lot of people there go for this kind of mentality, and it's okay. I'm not, please, understand one thing. I'm not saying that this is wrong, you shouldn't do like this because of this or that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I here in Mac, this is what we do, this is what we came to the conclusion as being the best for us down here. I don't know, you guys, I mean, it's your lives. The items that you will pack in your survival kit will be used by you. So it's you who must be sure that those items are the best for you. Alright, if you decide to pack like 5 items, okay, try to pick the best 5 items that you can. If you got like 10 items, excellent. Try to get the best 10 items that you can. I'm not concerned about the numbers of items. I'm trying, like I said before, I'm trying to get items here that will effectively help me here in the bush, but will not make me feel like a mule carrying a heavy bag, because that's what I got a backpack for. That's why I carry a backpack when I'm going on an extended period of time, to rely, comfortably on the items that I will pack inside. But now if it is a survival situation and I want to help myself out of it, well, this is what I'm packing. I don't want to pack like a heavy load. I want to pack something effective, but let's put it this way, light enough for me to carry around without, remembering, without being reminded all the time that the thing is here on my shoulder, because I feel like a mule. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. And please, again, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing anybody who goes for like numbered pieces of survival kit. I hope I have made it clear, right? Like I said, this is just another style. People, the thing is, the problem I see with this kind of stuff is a lot of people go for this mentality in terms of numbers for their kits because they have seen this guy doing or that guy doing this, or because this guy does, I will do it too. If it is good for that guy, it must be good for me. Well, I understand that we can get, opinions from people like a lot of you guys might be doing now, listening to me now. But even though it's me speaking here, I recommend you get your survival kit, go to the bush, try it and test it. If Mac and I hadn't tested our survival kits on that day in the bush, and if I found myself in a real survival situation after that experience, with which thank God didn't happen, I would be in real trouble. Because when I went on that trip with Mac to try our survival kits, we had available time. We planned in advance. We thought, well, we will have to bushcraft a bush bed. And then we, got in there with enough time to make it. Now, what if I didn't, like for example, it's 6 p.m. It's going to be dark pretty soon and I'm stuck in here. Now I have to spend the night here. Am I going to be here in the dark chopping trees off and knocking down little trees and trying to bushcraft a bush bed in the dark? Like 5 hours? Here no way. I need something fast, effective, so go out, try your kits. Try whatever, items you got there. See the effectiveness of it. If they work for you, great. I'm not saying that the way you do is wrong, you got to do like I do, or like Mackie does, or like anybody else does. I'm not saying that. I'm saying go out. Try what you got. Learn how to use it. Learn how to rely on it. And then you go out and post videos saying why you use this, why you use that, why you prefer a numbered piece, why you prefer use another kind of, mentality for packing your survival kit. That's all what I'm saying. So think about it. I hope nobody gets me wrong here. This is just something that I wanted to share with you guys, okay? Because regardless of the numbers or what items I'm carrying here, I want to carry a lightweight kit and effective one simultaneously. I think that's the idea for everybody. Hey guys, I just want to show you my new BDU jacket. This one here was given to me as a gift by my good friend Rogério. Okay, thank you Rogério for this excellent and really nice gift that you sent me, bro. People, this is actually the camouflage that the Brazilian Air Force uses for their ground uniform, okay, for their infantrymen. And you can see that the pattern resembles a lot the army pattern. I mean the shape of the figures here, the lines, they resemble a lot the army pattern, but with a different kind of color for the camouflage, different colors for the camouflage. What happens here is you got two kinds of green, a light green and a dark green, okay, a darker green, like the army, but different shades of green. And you got this lighter brown here, which kind of resembles the Marpat brown, the Coyote tan brown. Okay, so it may be a little bit darker, but it's more like that one though, just to give you guys a general idea. So this is actually very nice, and get a load of this. I don't know if you can see there because of the light here, it's kind of dark now, but these darker spots that you can see here, these are actually dark blue, very dark shade of blue, but this is blue. And I wonder why they actually added blue to this uniform here. I don't know, maybe you guys can give me a hand here and can help me here, because if I am not wrong, back in the 80s, the United States Air Force had blue in their woodland camouflage. Am I right? Because I remember seeing that on movies and on picture, and I once actually saw a guy with this woodland version, but instead of the black lines and figures, it had blue. Okay, and I was thinking at that time, woodland back here in the 80s was something very unusual, and it was actually one of the very first times that I had seen a real piece of woodland uniform here with the woodland camo. And I was like, wow, but the fact that it had the blue area actually attracted my, called my attention. And I was actually wondering why. And now that I see this 1990s version, which is very similar to the present and actual version of the uniform that they got nowadays, when I see um, uh, these dark blue spots here in area, I wonder if it's because like maybe some kind of influence of this, old U.S. Air Force woodland camel. Maybe that is an explanation. I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure that the U.S. Air Force actually used that blue color in their uniform back there in the 80s. But anyway, if they did, that might be why we got. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Uh, Another reason why I think they got these dark blue spots in the. I'm sorry again. Another reason why I think they got these dark blue spots here in the uniform, it's because the actual shades of green and brown resemble a lot the Brazilian Marines. And if they just, picked the same colors or very similar colors, you couldn't tell an Air Force uniform from a Brazilian Marine uniform. So I think they must have added the blue here as a way to say, okay, you Marines got those colors, but now we got blue here. And also, if you consider back in the late 70s and 60s and before that, their uniform was blue. Everything was blue. Even their ground uniform, their infantryman uniform, they all had like this dark blue uniform, which is pretty weird for a military ground force. So they wisely enough changed their pattern into this very nice pattern, which I like a lot. The shades of green here and brown work really well, and they added the blue shade here too. Okay, as a way to say, okay, here we are different. And this is cool. This is actually pretty different from the Brazilian army camouflage. If you asked me, Juliano, not that my opinion matters here, but if I had an opinion, if I could have a choice here, I would rather have like a maybe black, not even black. Actually, if they had like a darker brown here, darker than the one they already got here, I think it should work better. Like the one that the army got, which is actually darker, it should work better. But anyway, I don't think it actually compromises the performance of this camel a lot. It might a little, but for me here it's good enough. I'm not in combat, I'm not hunting, I'm just here in the bush enjoying myself. And this is a nice gift that my friend Rogério sent to me. And like he said, this is a darker version because this is an older version. This is a 1990s version. I guess that nowadays they might use a lighter, camel kind of uniform or camouflage now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just wanted to I just wanted to let you see what it looks like, right? And if you have any comments, if you want to say anything, and if you can give me a hand with that question I asked you about the previous U.S. Air Force Woodland Camel, if you could help me out with that, I would appreciate it a lot. So that's it, guys. This was Juliano Toniello from Brazil, and I will see you in the boonies.